But enough of the Chargers. Let's talk about another second-year quarterback. Joe Burrow and the Bengals take care of the Ravens. Yeah, the Ravens were hurt. They had a lot of people on COVID. All these excuses, all these reasons, explanations to why they got pummeled by the Bengals, but still doesn't take anything away from the Bengals being just the absolute dominant team out there. Joe Burrow, 525 yards, 4 touchdowns. Everyone ate. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Boyd ate, Mixon ate. Everyone on that Bengals offense got a piece of the pie. And Joey Burrow, man, he didn't make the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is a joke. I haven't talked about the Pro Bowl because I stopped caring about the Pro Bowl a few years back. It's not, especially in recent years with so many people withdrawing from the Pro Bowl, and you have like 3 people. You got like two quarterbacks that make it every year, but like almost both of them are gonna drop out for some reason, and the backup is gonna go, and the backup is gonna withdraw, and they're all gonna be called Pro Bowl quarterbacks. Like it's a joke. It's a joke in my opinion. Like I think Mariota went to a Pro Bowl because like a lot of the guys that got voted in didn't go, and he just ended up going. It's just been a joke. So this year proved that even further. Nothing against Lamar Jackson. I'm a big Lamar Jackson fan. Actually, when people hate on him, I don't like it. But Joe Burrow should have made it ahead of him, and I think he's been on a hunt, especially with this game. One of the Ravens coach said something about Joe Burrow about let's not give him a gold jacket already. He took it to heart. He commented on it afterwards, and what a game, man! What a game by Joe Burrow. What a game by the Bengals. The Bengals now take the lead for the AFC North. And what a turnaround by the Bengals. Shout out to Joe Burrow. Shout out to the Bengals for, a lot of people criticizing him for getting Jamar Chase instead of a lineman. They were like, protect Joey Burrow. And it looks like they know what they were doing. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. They've really unlocked that offense. T. Higgins as the number 2. Boyd as the number 3. Those weapons are amazing. And now they go against the Chiefs this weekend. I think that's going to be electric, man. That's probably the game I'm looking forward to the most this week. Bengals versus Chiefs, 2 teams that are on fire. Bengals are coming off a great victory. They're not like on fire per se, but I think I want to see them build on this victory. They've had some key victories this season, and then they don't follow it up with another like great performance. They're kind of hot, and then they're not hot, and then you're like, are they good? Like, are we ready to crown them like the next big thing in the AFC? Are we ready to crown them as like, a real threat in the AFC? And then they lose, and you're like, okay, like, will they even make the playoffs? They're not going to make the playoffs. Look at the standings. They're not going to make the playoffs. And then they get a couple wins, and you're like, oh, look at them creeping up. Like, nah, they're going to make the playoffs. And now with this marquee win, they're now at the lead of the AFC North, but they're all like within 1 game. So they got to keep winning to keep that position. So it's going to be, the AFC North is going to come down to the wire, man. It's going to be crazy. The Browns are still in it. The Browns somehow, if they win out and, some results that could have happened, if the Chiefs beat the Bengals and the Rams beat the Ravens, which both of them could happen. The Ravens, we'll see if Lamar Jackson is back, how many players they get back from COVID. We'll see if the Bengals are able to build on this victory against the Chiefs. But the Browns are still alive. So that division is very tough. It's very close. If Joe Burrow is able to lead the Bengals to an AFC North championship, win his second year, man, this fool's amazing. Goated. Not goated, but what a start to his career that would be if his second year after breaking his leg, fracturing his leg, season 1. People were wondering if he's going to come back better, if he's going to be able to play at the same level, if that's going to, stunt his growth as a quarterback. How will that impact the rest of his career? Well, you know what? 16 weeks into this season, he has 4,165 yards, 30 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. So an amazing season by any metric, any standard, QBR, quarterback rating, that ESPN QBR, any rating. He's been having a great season. Can he capitalize? Can he put another stamp on it by beating the hot Chiefs and Mahomes? That's going to be a great rivalry. Keep an eye on that one. Watch that game. And man, the Bengals, the way a lot of people before the season were talking about, I already talked about the Chargers, but just want to harp on it again. Two teams going into their second year with their second-year quarterbacks who looked amazing, who had a lot of potential their first season. Burrow unfortunately got hurt. Chargers, he broke the record for most touchdowns by a rookie. Looked amazing. The Chargers got all the hype before the season started. And the Bengals kind of got scolded at for drafting Jamar Chase. No one really had them making the playoffs. So if Joe Burrow is able to lead the Bengals to the playoffs, I mean, I think he overtakes Justin Herbert on this constant race that they're gonna have their whole career. Who was the best quarterback from that draft? A lot of people were crowning Justin Herbert already, including myself, last year for the season he had and the starts of this season. And he looks great. The Chargers have the nice uniforms. Joey Burrow got hurt, didn't look as amazing as rookie year. If he leads the Bengals after sweeping the Steelers and the Ravens for the first time since 2009, if he leads the Bengals to the playoffs, especially if he wins the division, I think he can still make it and not win the division. If he does that, man, Joey Burrow, I think overtakes Justin Herbert as the best quarterback in that draft class. He takes it back because he was the first overall pick, and Justin Herbert came out of nowhere. Don't want to, he still has a bright future. But I think for the time being, if the Bengals make the playoffs and the Chargers don't, or if he leads them to the divisional championship his second year, I think we got to start talking about Joey Burrow taking back that crown as the best quarterback from that draft.